Good morning. Another day. Hope everyone is doing fine. Let's turn it down before I get into trouble. Couple of little things come in the post. Not the major bits, but it's always something nice. On the I'll show you on this turbo. So this flange here, that basically bolts there, which will then go to the intercooler on the Civic. It's got a 1-8 MPT fitting there for that little baby to go onto, and then that will go to my boost sensor for the controller we'll be using, and that'll be able to give me a true reading of boost pressure on the turbo with this China kit. Let's have a look. So I've already started. This is the boost sensor, and I'll find somewhere out the way, and then I'll run that hose to that connector, and that'll be a lovely jubbly. And on eBay I've managed to find myself an alloy radiator. I was looking at one for ages, and I like having the black scene, like the black contrast to the car, as you can see with the S15. Black intercooler, black radiator, black catch can, black intercooler pipes. I just like the way it looks. I don't know why. I think too much colour, you know. Same with this. The intercooler is black. Obviously you can't see it, just this little bit here maybe. So I'll carry on the theme of having black on the car inside the engine bay. The thermostat housings I've all ordered, they're all black as well. But I managed to find this. Someone had bought it for a project, never got round to using it. Japspeed one. Similar sort of style to the Mishimoto. There's not even much price difference in, to be honest, but this is what I have on my S15, and it's done me brilliantly. Like, the car does exactly what it needs to do with the temperatures and stuff. I thought, while I'm mocking up for the turbo, I'll get this in, and it will make life a bit easier when Chezzy makes the downpipe and the exhaust, and we'll be able to see what clearances we've got and stuff. So they're the two little gifties that the postman brought today. So here's the to-do list. Intercooler pipes, oil feed we've got, we're just waiting for the banjos. Oil return, we're waiting for the banjos. Water feed, we've done, just waiting for the banjo. Water return, I'm just waiting for the fitting for the hoses. Exhaust, that'll be with Chezzy when it's done at Midnight Development. Welding, we can do that whenever. Injectors. Injectors. So Cuss mentioned yesterday, when I'll be mapping the car when it's turboed, I might need injectors. I don't know, but we need to look into it, don't we? Obviously T25 turbo mapping, I'm probably going to need injectors. Let me know in the comments below if I'm going to need injectors for around about 250. It would be nice. I'm chucking that flange on now, and what I've done, I'll take it off so you can see. So I've put some PTFE tape in there just to help create the vacuum seal, because I don't want any leaks. And then I've tried it all 3 ways around. That way it hits the actuator, that way it goes into the manifold, and that way makes it aim down so I can run the boost pipe down and away from where most of the heat is. It's got a rubber seal on there, but you can get the actual metal gaskets, but I'm going to try this because it comes with it, see how we get on. What I will do is that when I come to actually finish it all, I will Loctite these, but this is just for mock-up purposes, for the hoses and the exhaust and everything. I'll go through everything again at a later date to make sure everything's sealed and as good as it can be. What I need to do now is I need to put it back on the engine and then figure out what bend I need, whether it's going to be like a sharp 90, whether it's going to be more than a 90, because this is what will be feeding the intercooler pipe. So I'll measure that diameter. Okay, so this is a 2-inch flange, so this needs to step out to 2 1/4, but I can buy that in either aluminium or maybe in a silicone coupler. All I'm doing is putting the 2 bolts in for now to line everything up. I've got that nice bit of heat protection there because I was worried about it being close to the manifold. You can see the boost pipe just down there. I'll send the car up and we'll have a look underneath. It's a bit easier, eh? This pipe needs to come out here into a sharp. It's going to be over a 90, I'd say. But it's going to come round here, come down this area, round about here, and then it's going to go out. So it's going to come down, out, and around, and into the intercooler. There's a lot going on under here, isn't there? That's for the water feed on the engine, so we don't need to worry about that yet. That's the oil feed for the engine. So we're just waiting for bits to come, aren't we? But at the same time, it's giving me a chance to make it neat, or at least as I can do it. So you can see this line here, this will end up coming down here, and whichever way I decide to route the boost line, that will go. Yes. Ooh, radiator time. Luckily there's no water in the system, so it's just a case of pulling that pipe off, pulling the top one. Oh, I'm going to have to send it back down again. Sad. $10 Not prepared at all for this, I'll be honest. The question is this radiator going to fit? He said it's off an EK, but is it? But now the hose is too small, and I've just ordered 2 thermostat housings for a 30mm. I'm going to need 34. Motherfucker. Sorry Grant, it's raining, but we are going to wash the cars once it stops raining, so it's okay. Bit of a pain in the arse. The radiator has got a bigger diameter shaft than this. I've had to order the silicone hose kit for it. There's just not enough play in the original rubber ones because they've gone hard and brittle. And I know full well as soon as I put it on, clamp it up, it'll only be a matter of time once the pressure's built up, that it's just going to rip and leak. So I don't want that. Full kit was like £50, black. As you know, that's on the way now, should be here in a couple of days. I've painted the bracket and I've put the expansion tank in now, give it a bit clean, keep it nice and tidy. I'm just painting another bracket as well that holds the accelerator cable here. I'm thinking I might get some wrap to protect all of the plastic lines and the water hoses, because I don't want to melt in and burst in and stuff. So I'm going to get a JLS, I think, in by the turbo because of the heat. Might as well be prepared now.